Hello. The Archdiocese of Miami has developed a system for faculty and administration to use to document the monitoring of classroom work by the teacher. It is a web-based application. You'll be given a link to the website and you will be given a user ID and password. We're going to use Dr. Aloma for this purposes of the demonstration. Once we log in, we're taken to the home page that has a number of different options. Some of them we'll use and some we won't. For example, we will not use the scripting area. That's simply a note-taking area for the time when we're actually in the classroom evaluating. We would prefer that you use Notepad or your Surface Pro. We will do the Analyze area. We won't use the coaching, that's just a planning tool, and we will use Evaluate. We use the Report button, which is inaptly named. It's just simply a place where we can add the new teacher information. This would be a teacher that we are evaluating for the first time. So I'm going to name this teacher Red Raider, and I'm going to click the Active button, which makes us able then to save this record. And I'm going to save it. And we're ready to start analyzing this teacher. Once we go into the Analyze section, we have to first pick the teacher that we're going to evaluate. And we're just going to hit the search button and find the teacher that we just created. We're going to search by teacher. And I'm going to pick Mr. Red Raider. Next thing it's asking us is, do we want to start a new one or use an existing interaction? We're going to click New. Then you're going to see the basic screen, which has a number of options on the left side, the different areas we need to look at. And we start with the type of interaction, which is just basically just some facts about the session. We're going to click yes to the first three and say there was no independent seat work and no questioning. Okay, then we move on to the meat of the evaluation. But before we do that, we need to click this I button so you can see what the definition of highly effective, effective, and needs improvement are. Unfortunately, they're not shown on the next page where you actually need it. So we're going to, in the Domain 1 area, we are going to, first we're going to evaluate how safe the environment is. And when we click the little I button next to each one of these areas, it gives us ways to determine what the definition of safe is. What do they mean when they say safe? So you'll know whether to say it's highly effective, effective, or needs improvement. We're going to say highly effective here. And you can fill in comments if you like. For purposes of this, I'm going to skip that, at least for this one. But for orderly, we said, gee, it's not orderly, and I'm going to give the reason that the students were having private conversations during the class session. And this is not the final report, so you don't have to be that precise in this area. It's just to provide you the tools to do the final report. For Catholicity, again, we probably would want to look at the definition of what that is, and you can see there's a number of different things here, and we're going to say that it was effective. And for the intellectual and emotional content, again, let's look at the definition. What are they looking for here? Okay, and I am again going to say it was effective. Now we go to Domain 2, and one of the things that I want us to look at is, in general, what is the overall definition? And I'm clicking that bottom button here, which probably is something we should have done at the beginning, but just to show you that there is, for each one of those sections, they do describe it in detail. So on the Domain 2 section, you can see the questions here. I'm not going to bother going through and rating this teacher, just to show you, and Domain 3. And once we finish all of these, again, on almost every page, the I button will give you a definition of what the professional responsibilities are. So once we've completed this for this teacher, we then hit the Save button. Make sure you do that or you'll lose all your work. And then we're going to go to the Evaluate section. And here we're going to use the Analyze document to pre-populate this. This is the final report or the final evaluation. So I'm going to say yes here so that everything that we've put in so far will already be there. We have to select the most recent interaction and submit. And you can see now it's pulled in the information that we had before. Now we have the ability to edit this based on any comments we had from the teacher after we discussed this with them, or just to make it a little bit more formal, because this is the final report, if you will. Once we do all that, we just save it, and we're done. So it's a pretty easy system. I hit the log button, and that's the end. Thank you.